Students, good morning. Online students, am I audible to you? Right. So let us move to the further. So the session is going on. So the numpy already started. So if I enter into the further, we already started the most important topic, the number of approaches to create an object of ND array. Is there any students here newly coming to only today? Any boys and girls who are available only today? Okay, only girls are there. Any boys? Any boys members newly available here? Right, girls? Okay, mom. So fine. Last also new. We are not raising the hand. Lazy, yeah? Lazy? Then why are you not raising? Already your friend is there. Your friend said already, don't raise the hand, you will ask question. Already said, na? I know. I know. Stand up. You only stand up. Because if you play with me, I will play with student. Stand up. Right. So your friend said, na? Yes. So it's a very danger. You will ask question. So come in, mom. So now tell me, do you know Python? Do you know Python, ma? Are you belongs to my batch already? You're my batch only? Are you belongs to my batch in Python? Then why you are thinking? So you're not my batch. So here, okay. Now Sandeep, now I hope it is no disturbance in the mic. It's clear now. So do you know data types, ma? Python? Don't know? Don't know Python? Python don't know. If you don't know Python, you cannot learn. Don't know Python? Tell me. Don't know? Sit down. If you don't know Python, you cannot understand. First time I'm asking girls questions. Do you know Python? How many data types? Binary data type. Slowly, slowly. Not like taking dabba and keeping some stones there like this. Memory map. Mapping data types. Who said that all these things? Totally this dabba concept and keeping stones there like this. Map data types, all these things. Who said? Memory map, binary data type. Who said all these things? Self, online, YouTube. Because of YouTube, ZTube, etc. tubes, will get problem. So sit down, ma. Stand up. And don't fear when I'm here. Because compulsory, I need to test your knowledge. Because to catch me, you need to have strong basics. How many data types in Python, ma? 14. You're my batch student. Okay. Okay. So tell me 14 data types. Int, float, boolean, boolean or bool? Bool. Bool or boolean? Boolean. Okay. Boolean is not there. Boolean is not there. It's a bool. Okay, next. Into, float, bool. Next. Don't know. What is enumerate, ma? Last and final. Enumerate. Enumerate. Don't know. Right, sit down. Now you answer me. Syntax of range function. No, you sit down. Syntax of range function. Don't know. Okay. What is int in Python? Int in Python. Int in Python is what? Is it a keyword or class of? I'm only giving answer for you. Is it a class or keyword or keyword? Okay. Keyword. Okay. Sit down. Keyword or class of? Okay. Okay. So girls, don't feel ma because I need to test your knowledge to catch me because you need to have some strong basics, right? So without this knowledge, you cannot catch me. This is one of the open secret you must understand because that's why very soon I will give my Python notes to everybody. The data types knowledge is compulsory and the loops knowledge is compulsory because attending every class with low basics always gives problems. You need to have strong basics in the class. Okay. Anyhow, I already covered. We already started this batch 10 days back. Before the vacation, already we started. And already some number of classes are over. Maybe this is some incremental class. And come to the point of it. Number of approaches to create an object of ND array. And there are totally 17 ways are there to create an object of ND array. I already completed in the yesterday's class. What is that? Array of a range of zeros of ones of full of. And at the simultaneously, I also completed attributes of ND array. What are the attributes of ND array? We discussed it. D type, N deep, shape of, size of. Already we completed that part also. Right. Now I will go for full of function. All these things I discussed it. And reshaping methodology is also completed. Now today I'm entering into what? Linspace and identity I and H stack and V stack I want to discuss. Let us move to the further called what? Linspace. Very, very important, students. These are all very easy once you know data types. Once you know data types, they are very, very easy. Without knowing data types in Python, you cannot learn this numpy and pandas and etc. Data types is a backbone for learning Python. If they did not teach properly the data types, you need to have to learn the data types perfectly. That I will give very soon in a day or two. I will give my notes of Python completely. My Python notes, which is having elaborated discussion with each and every student. My students and other students will get my Python notes completely. Read that and you can understand this linspace. So what is this linspace concept is? I'll write the syntax here. What is the syntax is? Variable name is equal to numpy dot linspace of some parameters it will take. What are the parameters it will take, students? You know, start, start, and the next is called stop. Shape, step. Do you know already this one? Do you know already this one? Huh? So don't be innocent, right? Don't be innocent. Is it like everyday range like that? Start, comma, stop, comma, step. Because when you say step now, I'm just feeling so much sympathy on you. When you say step, I'm feeling that you are just like a 1.5 year kid. I'm just feeling so sympathetic about your knowledge. And when you say start, comma, stop, comma, immediately will say step. Is it your step to say step here? My dear student, be active and be intelligent and don't be innocent. That is a range function syntax I said yesterday. And don't think that wherever start, stop is coming, don't think immediately step because you don't know linspace now. It's a very important. Every person will ask you and not like that. NUM, NUM. Because you don't know now. Don't try to say start comma, stop comma, step. Don't take that type of decision spontaneously. Next is called what you know, end point, end point, end point. And next is called RET step, RET step. That is called a written step. Next is called a D type, D type. And next is called axis, axis, axis. Spell out axis, axis, axis. There are two things are there, access and axis, axis. Spell out first one, access. I heard about earlier. What is axis? X-axis, Y-axis. Correct. What is this axis? What is this axis? I will tell you that also. Nothing to worry about it. That's why. Not coming. Total directly step. And they will ask you who is your faculty. You will tell my name compulsory and don't tell my name because I did not say when start and stop is coming. Don't tell immediately step because how well I explained the total Python to you. It's an unimaginable. It's not possible to imagine such a deep knowledge I gave you. And now numpy dot linspace of start comma stop comma what is next num comma endpoint comma return step and then d type and access. So what is the use of this linspace in our data science application development for analysis part and all those things? We need some samples of data with with evenly spaced values, evenly spaced values, evenly spaced values. I will explain elaboratedly. Evenly spaced values in the object of what you know, ND array. Already you know what is ND array, and in that evenly spaced value I want in the object of ND array. Right? Let us start understanding about what is the meaning of start, what is the meaning of stop, and what is the meaning of num, and then endpoint, and then return step, and etc. You may ask a question, sir, I will go to a range function, which is already discussed in the class. A range function will build what? 1D. 1D. What is the functionality yesterday? I said a range of start, that is nothing but value. I said it is going to give you 0 to what? Value minus 1. Yesterday's class already completed. And a range of what? Start comma stop, which is going to give you start to where? Stop minus 1 by maintaining the positive indexing, positive direction. Next, yes comma, start comma, stop comma, your favorite step. Moving in forward direction with what? And that step can be what? Decimal place also you can pass, int value also you can pass, float value also you can pass, and I already said yesterday. And the zeros function, ones function, already explained it, and I already posted the notes for you students, and this notes already posted for you. And this is an example I said. A range function, what a range function will do, yesterday's class completed. And zeros function, what it will do, ones function, what it will do, full function, what it will do, already explained. And suitable examples also set. A range function examples, these are all called different type of syntaxes. And I shown you so many examples in the last class. And you might practice those examples in the class. These many number of examples I said. And zeros and ones functions also I said in the Jupyter notebook. And zeros, ones, and then last important part is called what? Full function also we discussed it. And today we are going to enter into where? Linspace. What is the use of linspace? What is the use of linspace? It will maintain evenly spaced values, evenly spaced values with a regular interval of value. How many evenly spaced values? One by one, I just want to go for it. Let me go to the Jupyter notebook. I will launch it. So already everybody might be installed Jupyter notebook. To work with this Jupyter notebook, it should be having internet connection is required because it supports a lot of third-party modules. For that, you need this Jupyter notebook. It's a popular IDE for data science. Okay. So now I'll go to the new, and I'm going to enter into the new notebook. whose extension is IPYNB. I already said to you people. So I'm entering into the syntax, students, and now I will show you the same kind of explanation in this place. Try to look at. So I'm going to look at import numpy as NP, and there I'm going to take it. At the same time, I'll show the help also. It is a good practice always to the people to know the help. So from the day one of our Python classes, I used to take about list, help of set and all those things. Today also import numpy as NP, the Python command prompt, help of, tell me, NP dot, come on students, linspace, linspace. So there I am going to have it. See students, help on this linspace of what is taking start, stop, num, endpoint, return step, d type, access is zero. Access is zero, comma star is also coming. That you need not to worry about this device and all. What it is known as returns evenly spaced numbers over a specified interval. What is the meaning of that? Now I want to go for showing one by one example here. So A is equal to NP dot linspace. Now I'm going to give you 10 comma 10 comma something like 11. I am going to say 10 comma 11. Between this 10 to 11, I want evenly spaced values. Evenly spaced values means what? Equal interval of value between the 10 and 11. What is the difference here? One only. One only the difference. If I take 0.5 interval, what is the difference? 10, 10.5, 11. How many? Two intervals values will come. If I take it as 0.25, what will be the values, ma? Come on. 10, 10.25, 10.50, 10.75, 11. Right? So you need to have this knowledge. Now, if I take it as what? 0.0125. This is also going to be one interval value or not? So I want the equal interval of values between 10 and 11. Equal interval of value. Range function is not possible. A range function is not possible. Are you following me? So how many values I want between that? Suppose I want 10 values. I want 10 evenly spaced values between what values? 10 and 11. Suppose if I write it, try to understand 0.25. What is the evenly spaced values will come? Evenly spaced values means between two consecutive numbers, equal difference values I want to maintain it. So 10, 10, and next value is called what? 10.25, 10.50. Next is called what? 10.75, and next is called 11. What is the starting point? What is the ending point? So how many numbers are there? Totally how many numbers? Come on. So 5. 5 evenly spaced values are coming. 5 evenly spaced values are coming. Linear spaced values are coming. And here I need to mention what is an interval? 0.25. Here, by default, the even values, I want number 10 even values I want. 20 even values I want. Evenly spaced values. 30 I want. 40 I want. 50 I want. By default, how many values will come between 10 to 11 evenly spaced values? 50. By default, it is going to give you how many even values? 50. By default, there are 50. You can mention your own number of evenly spaced values. You can mention it. I want 10 evenly spaced values. I can mention number is equal to 50. This is actually coming in what? Linspace of these are all called what? Positional arguments they are called. Already if you know functions in Python well, Python functions concept if you know, these are called positional parameters. These are default value, default value, default value, default value is assigned. These are all related to Python functions. So Python is not a joke to understand. You need to have the data types knowledge compulsory. And if you are coming to an interview, they will ask you, what is the syntax for defining linspace. You must have the complete knowledge about it. What is the start says? From where are you starting? And what is the stop says? Where you are ending. What is the num says? What is the num says? Number of evenly spaced values. By default, how many values will come? 50. MCQ's point of view, very, very important. What are the default evenly spaced values in linspace? 50. 50. So what is the difference between those things? Next, one more thing you see, end point is equal to what? End point. In my example, I mentioned the end point as what? 7. 11. 11 is called what here actually? Stop. That end point also want to include. This is containing. If we want to take end point also into consideration, you have to write end point is equal to what? 2. And by default, end point also will be included in the evenly spaced list. Suppose if you write what? False. If you write false, what will not come? 11 will not be considered. 11 will not included in the evenly spaced values. If I say true, what will be coming? 11 also will come in the resultant part. If I say false, what will not come? Stop value will not be included in the linearly spaced values. Understand? By default, what will be considered? True. Are you okay? See, my dear students, it is very important now. Between start to stop, how many evenly spaced values are coming? And you want to know the difference between two consecutive numbers. When you go to the A range function, 10 comma 21 comma 2, you are saying what is the range between these two values here? 10. What is the value? 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, like this will come, because 21 means stop. What is the difference between the numbers? 2. Already you know how many multiple examples I explained in the class. 2. This plus 2, this is called plus 2. And you know, students, if you want to take it, this 2 is known as what? Difference between these consecutive numbers. This is known as interval, we can call it as. Similar manner, suppose if I don't mention in this case, linspace, start to stop, how many values are coming? 50. What will be the difference between that linearly spaced values? Interval value, if you want to go for it, you need to write what? The return step. Return step by default giving you what? False. It won't tell to you. If you want to know the return step value, you need to mention as what? True. I'll show you all the parameters, because how much important this in interview point of view you cannot imagine. If I say return step is equal to true, what you will come to know? The difference between linearly spaced interval value will be coming. And next is called a D type. By default, it is coming int or float or that you will never bother about it. Axis concept, don't worry now, because very soon I'm going to come X axis, Y axis, as well as what? Z axis also I will come. 2D means what? Two axes will be there. 3D. Already you know 3D matrices, 4D matrices. 4D are not in practical world now. Only 3D only will be available. But 3D when you come across, Z axis also will come into the picture. Regarding axis, you don't worry about it. Try to understand these parameters. Shall I show you now? Can I start? Start you understood. Stop you understood. Num is equal to 50 means what? 50 evenly spaced values in the object of ND array available. If you want to take the stop value also in the ND array, you must write endpoint is equal to what? If you want to know the linearly spaced interval between the numbers, you must write return step is equal to what? True. If you say return step is equal to false, then you will not come to know the end of the, if you don't get the return step value as explicitly for you. Let me show you that one by one in the class. Now I'm going to give you here. I mentioned what value only? Start comma stop only. Try to print here. I'm writing content of what? A. Content of A. Now I'm writing print of A comma type of A. Already NDR and everything is over. My dear students, please look at what is the start point here. What is the start point first? 10. What is the end point here? 11. What is the end point? End point also included, because end point is by default what here? End point is by default true. That means end point also included. Observe the output carefully. 10, 10 point, again 10 point, again 10 point, 10 point, 10 point. Between these two numbers, what is the difference? You cannot tell exactly. Between these two numbers, exactly you cannot tell. But between two consecutive numbers, if you want to know the interval value, you have to write what? Return step is equal to what? True. So that you will get the interval difference value, you will be getting it. I think you are following me. Next, so many examples, multiple examples I'll show you. There is no hurry at all. Now I'm going to write it. Here, slowly I will write it. End point is equal to, tell me, end point is equal to what? False. When I write end point is equal to false, which one will not come? 11 will not be coming. See students, 10.98 only coming. Starting point is coming. End point is equal to false. You made it. That will not be coming. Where you will come across when you want to have any evenly spaced values between start and stop, you will be going for this. And such type of data will be coming so much of time in front of you in the data analysis part. Are you able to understand this? Next, I'll go to the one more here. One more here I will take it. End point is equal to false. Now end point don't write it because it is by default what? True only. Now what is the next? Return step is equal to what are you doing? True. That time you say one parameter you need to write it. What is the parameter? Something like interval value IV, I will write it. What is this return step value says? Between these two numbers which is going to come now, that interval of value difference will be coming in IV. So there I am going to write it. What is this now? Value of what? The return step is equal to comma what? IV. So try to observe it. Try to observe it. What is the difference? What is the difference? 0.02, such a big number difference is there. Between this number and this number, this is a difference. Between this number and this number, this is a difference. Between these two numbers, this is a difference. I hope you are following me. Are you following me? Still, I will show you multiple examples. Don't worry about it. What the D type is by default, it is containing float. By default, it is a float because there is a minute difference between these numbers. Next, I will go to the one more point. One more example, I will take it. Lin space, I am going to take it 10 to 15. 10 comma 15. What I am going to write it? End point is equal to what? True. End point is equal to true. The comma. Return step is equal to what? True. What is this now I am writing? Num is equal to what I am writing? Num is equal to 5 I am writing. 5. Num is equal to 5. What is the meaning of num is equal to 5? Not 50 samples. How many samples? Right. 5 samples. Come on, expect it. What is the first one? End point to be included. Starting point also will come as it is. Now I want to go for values I want to print and the difference also I want to get it. Start, what is the value now? How many samples you are taking? 5. What is the starting point? 10. Next is what? 11.25. Next is what? 12.5. Next is what? 13.5. Next is what? What is the difference between all these numbers? Are you able to follow? 10 plus 1.25, 11.25. 11.25 plus 1.25, 12.5. And this is going to be ending with what? 15. Clear or not clear? Right. Now, if I go to this place, here I am trying to write it. Num is equal to something like, something like 4 I am writing it. Something like 4 I am writing it. Definitely num value is changing means what? Definitely interval value will be different or not. Now, I will be writing here something like what I'm writing end point is equal to what I'm writing here, false. Again, the difference in return type will be done. Again, return type will be changed here. I hope you are following me now. So next, I'm going to take further last and final example I'm taking 10 to 20. 10 to 20, I'm going to take it. Numbers is equal to 5 I want. End point is equal to true I'm taking. End point is equal to true. And this is the values I'm taking it. What is the value now? Between 10 to 20, how many values I want? 5. How do you distribute it? Maybe a human, when a student will do, they may do some wrong, but when you go for using this function, you'll be exactly getting this data. Are you able to get it? So what is the number value here? Num is equal to this many samples I want, this many samples I want. So 10, 12.5, 15, 17.5, and then 20. How many evenly values? 1. 5 values are coming. Are you able to understand this? So if you look at that explanation syntax, if you see, returns evenly spaced numbers over the specified interval. Returns num exactly spaced samples calculated over the interval of start to stop. The end point of the interval optional to be excluded. So endpoint is generally what? Excluded. They made as what? Returns true. Here they return endpoint is equal to true. These are all called what? Functional related aspects. Default value, positional arguments. If you know functions well, you will understand. Start says starting value of the sequence. Stop says the ending value of the sequence. Endpoint is going to be here also start. Num is called what? Int is an optional. By default, it is going to take how many samples? 50. If you want, you can specify your own things also. End point, you see, end point. End point is what? Bool. It's an optional because if it is a true, start and last is samples. Otherwise, it is not included. Default value is true. Default value true means included or excluded? Included. If you say false, it is excluded. You have seen that. Return step is called a bool. If it is true, it return sample return type. What is the step value it is going to be given? Spacing between two samples. Between two samples, how much is the difference you will be getting? D type optional. The type of output is an array. D type is not given. The data type is inferred with start and stop. This will be generally called what? Float. Generally, it is supposed to be given as float because the 10 to 11, 50 samples, if you want, definitely it is the floating point values only. So axis, don't worry about it. This I will take care in the class. There are some concept is available, which I will explain it. And come to the example part. Here I am having something like this. See the students, import numpy, np dot 2.0, and next is what? 3.0. What is the value here? 5. What is the meaning of 5? Between 2.0 to 3.0, I want how many samples? So what will be the step? 2 and 2.25, 2.5, 2.75, 3. There is a return step value will be there or not? Next, end point is equal to false. That means 3 will not be coming. It is 2.8 only. Return step is equal to what? True. Return step is equal to true. This is returning end array value. Plus it is returning what also? Return step value also coming. 2 to 3. Num is equal to 5. 5 samples I want. The difference between these things is called 0.25. I think you are following me. Is it okay? So this is one of the very regularly asking question. And this device, Pragnadeep Mohanty, I already said, this device not necessary to bother about it. The device is not a point of time. Even I did not write it because it is going to be a dependent kind of concept. If at all you need, in the end of it, I'll be talking about it. That a device kind of thing. Whatever I'm explaining, try to concentrate on it, which is not necessary. Even if I go for discussing that, there is no meaning of it, nothing to worry about it. Device, str. The device on which place created an array, default is none. So I need not to worry about the device meaning to be written in this case. So for an array API, it must be a CPU if passed it. What is this? Is it necessary to maintain the information about my CPU and all? Do you know about CPU details of your system and all? And need not to worry about the device because they are written in the point of documentation wise, nothing to bother about the device. Whatever I am explaining, try to worry about it, and which is not necessary to bother about it, don't try to worry about it. I think you are understanding about the concept of linspace. Clear? So I want to generate some 10 samples between 10 to 11. Would I go for it? 10 samples between 10 to 11. What is that thing now? Generate, generate, come on fast. Generate 10 samples. 10 samples between 10 and what? 11. 10 and 11. How do you generate 10 samples? Equal samples, 10 equal samples, 10 evenly spaced samples. How do you go for it? A is equal to NP dot linspace of 10 comma 11 comma what? Num is equal to what? 10. That's all. You want interested in endpoint? By default, it is true, and the return step is false. If you are interested, come on, what is this? Return step is equal to true, and you can print it. Print of what? A. If I print A, it will print two values. A function can return any one value. A function can return more than one value in the form of tuple format. So it is going to give you what? 10 samples. These are the 10 samples. What is the difference of that return step? Like this. This is one way to print it. A comma return step you want to go for it. RV, I can say. Content of A, I can print it. These are all already covered. Content of A, I'll print that A here. And next is called what you know, return step. Return step is nothing but interval between the two samples. What is this now? RV. And I'll write comma over here. Comma. A function can return either one value or more than one value. So content of A is coming. Content of A is coming. Plus what is coming? Return step value also coming. I hope that you are following this concept. Clear? Right. So linspace very regularly asking question among all these things. So this point, if you come, linspace concept, if you take it, I'll be giving you the concept behind that. Here I will show you the linspace kind of thing. You try to understand. Start here. Linspace. Answer of everybody. Syntax is written. Start. I wrote the description. What the start indicates? Starting value of the interval. Stop. It represents stopping value of the interval. Num, the amount of evenly spaced values over the interval to be generated. What is the default value? 50. End point, it's true, indicates stopping value included in the interval. So if it is true, if it is a true value, it indicates this one. If it is a false, it is excluded. Return step. This has to be Boolean value, represents the steps and samples between the consecutive numbers. So the difference between two consecutive numbers is called what? Return step. Return step. And a D type represents data type of an items, and it is almost recommended to take it as what type. It is recommended to take it in the form of float type only, because 10 to 11, 50 samples means definitely it is going to be decimal values will be generated. Okay. So to understand that, lot of Python skill is required for you. And for my students, they can understand very easily. I don't know about other students' knowledge in Python. I hope it is more clear. Clear? Right. Online students, is it clear for all of you? Is it clear for all of you? Everybody need to respond. There are so many students are there in the online. 360 students are there. Try to respond. Now I'm going to enter into the further. Linspace is completed. Let us move to the further. Identity function I'm going to take it. Identity function I'm going to take it. Ashish Kumar, sir, why 2 is not considered as 2.00, sir? 2.0, see my dear student, in the day one of Python only I said, during the float time discussion. In Python, especially in the numpy, they designed the float value as 2.0 even in Python also. When you come to numpy, they used to say simply 2 point. 2 point that indicates 2.0 only, because it is not, numpy is not developed by KVR. Numpy is designed already. They have the designing of like this only, 2 point, not 2.00 something like this. If at all you are interested, use Python syntaxes. What are the Python syntaxes to use? I already said in my class. Here if you go to it, 11 is there, for example. How you can print it? You can print your own way also. How you can print it? For loop you can use now. For loop. How do you use for loop? For value in what? A. value in A. How do you print? Print of 0.2 f, 0.2 f of what? Percent of, what you can say? Value you can say. How the value will be printed? With what difference? With the two difference will be printed. Already this type of example already covered in the Python classes itself, where in the display time only we did that kind of example. So if we go to this, for value in where A, print of percent of 0.2 f, 0.2 f, and percent of value you say, what is coming? 10.00, 11 point, etc. is coming or not? Come on. This is in the day one of your Python sessions. I used to tell in the classes. If you know about it, display data, anywhere else you go, and any student, if you take it, they don't know this many print statements, and they're coming to now only. Print syntax number one, print syntax number two, print syntax number three, print syntax number four, print syntax number five, print syntax number six with format specifier. An example, percentage D, percentage of percentage yes. This print syntax number 7. These many syntaxes will be there for print. Okay. So Ashish Kumar, I hope you understood what I'm trying to say. So understood, Ashish Kumar. So now I'm going to conclude that. Ashish Kumar, I think it is clear for you. So this is what I printed with what value? This kind of thing. If you are interested, you can mention even 3 also there. 3 decimal places will be coming after the dot. Okay, now. So once you know Python, numpy is not a big deal at all. You understood now. Go to the next concept is called, this is related to Python level. Come to next which function? Identity function. I want to go for it. Identity function I want to enter into that. Very simple. Now I'm entering into the identity. So that linspace function concept, I'll send you separately for you. Now I'm going to enter into the 7th approach to create the end array object. End array object. Each functionality is having its own significance. So identity function I am going to take up. Especially in the matrices, what is coming across to you? If you know matrices concept, you are going to have like this. You are going to have like this. 1, 0, 0, 1. What is this is known as? Principal diagonal elements are 1. What is this concept is called? Identity matrix. Identity matrix. Also called as what? Unit matrix. Okay, now. So product of principal diagonal elements are 1, which is known as what? Unit matrix or identity matrix. How do you create this generally? How do you create this generally? With our Python logic. How do you generate with our Python logic? LST is equal to LST is equal to 1 comma 0 comma 0 comma 1. I will write it. I will convert into what? ND array. NP dot what I should do? Array of LST. And I will print what? Print of A. When I print it, it will be printed as what? Array of 1 comma 0 comma 1 it will print. And I will shape it. A dot shape is equal to what? 2 comma 2 I will write it. 2 rows and 2 columns. And print of A, it will print as what? 1001 is printed like this. This is the story. Number 1 step, number 2, and number 3, and number 4. 4 steps procedure to prepare my unit matrix. That is a complex process. How we can do in a simple manner? So this I will save it. So linspace function concept. Examples. I will pass it to you. Next, take a new notebook. Now I'm entering into the concept of which function? Identity function. Identity function. Identity function. And also I will explain I function also, students. These are the popular examples once again. Come on, create 2 by 2, 2 by 2 identity matrix. Identity or unit matrix. In 10th class level, you will come across. How do you do that? Import numpy as np A is LST is equal to, how do you take it? 1 comma 0 comma 0 comma 1, and A is equal to what? NP dot array of LST, and A dot shape is equal to, first you want to print A, you can print it. So it is going to print like this. But I want to shape it. A dot shape is equal to what? 2 comma 2. Where 4 elements are there, I can go for factorizing 2 comma 2 and print this now. Here I am writing it, print of which matrix? Unit matrix, unit matrix, print of A, which is going to print as like this. Are you following me? Unit matrix. How do you print this as without shaping? How do you print without shaping? Yesterday only I said to you. Without reshaping, without shaping, how do you print? How do you print? Madhubabalu, how do you print? They're totally out of order. So go to that 0 comma 1. I already said to you in the class. Yesterday only I said inner list concept. Inner list concept I explained. In our data types of Python, list in list, tuple in tuple, so many combinations I said. This is a list in list. No need to go for what? Any type of shaping. Directly you are going to get a unit matrix. Are you getting? How do you go for unit matrix of 3 by 3? Unit matrix is always square matrix only. Rows and columns are same. How do you create a 3 by 3 matrix? How do you create a 3 by 3 matrix? I am going to write it. Here I am going to write a 0. And next I am going to write what? 0 comma 1 comma 0. Next is called what? 0 comma 0 comma 1. 1. Like this I need to take it. So this is going to be called what? Unit matrix. What is the dimension? Print of dimension of dim of A is equal to what? A dot what? Ndim. Ndim. And I will write it shape. Shape of A. Already you know. Shape of A is equal to A dot what? Shape. Shape. And try to write it. What is the dim? 2 dimension. 3 rows and then 3 columns. Are you following me? But it is quite complex. I am writing by remembering the matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, which is quite complex for me to do it without any functionality. So I must go for what? Without remembering my order. What are zeros? What are ones? What are ones and what are zeros? Without remembering, I want to directly go for what? Functionality. For that, there is a function called what function? Identity function is there. What is the syntax, sir? Variable name is equal to numpy dot. Come on. Identity. Identity of. I will write it. I will write it. I'm writing there. N. N. What that N represents? Number of rows as well as number of columns. Number of rows and a number of columns. Come on, have a help. Always you must be making about help. Come on, help of np dot identity, identity, identity. See that students n comma d type is none, when the star indicates it is called variable arguments concept. In the functions we used to get it single star and then double star. Single star and double star, that part already coming in the functions. Still there is a time for you. Even in Python class also I will explain it. Where I used to explain that concept in my classes. When I come to my sessions, in the functions concept, there is a syntax is available, variable length arguments concept. There is a concept called what? Star param. Star param. When I come to the pure variable length arguments concept, pure variable length arguments concept here, if we come across keyword variable length arguments concept, there is a double star param also will be coming. The overall syntax of the function is positional parameters, star parameters, default parameters, star parameters will be there. This is a part of Python only. And still I am not going to make you to feel difficult about it. Star indicates what? Variable length. That part like is equal to none. These parameters, nothing to worry because this is the hardware related dependency. Try to worry about the D type and then N only. It returns identity array. Identity array is nothing but the identity array is a square array with a ones on main diagonal. Main diagonal is nothing but what? Principal diagonal. This is the way to learn in the subject. In YouTube, JetTube, etc., they don't show help for you. Why they will do YouTube videos? For their rating, not for students to get the job. There is no history that the students are getting job by watching YouTube. Alanti history ledu. There is no such history. That's why YouTube, JetTube, and all those things, you go through it, but that is not at all required for you, not at all useful for you. So variable name is equal to what? Numpy dot identity of n. Now I am writing what? D type. Come on, these things. If I write the n here as 3, which matrix will come? 3 by 3 matrix will come. If I write 2, which matrix will come? 2 by 2. Let us apply. Go to that. Which function I am taking? Identity. So go to the place, syntax this is. So I'm writing syntax. Come on now. I'm going to apply import numpy as np. Before that, create nd array object with 2 by 2 2 by 2 identity matrix, identity or unit matrix. How do you create it now? Come on. A is equal to np dot identity of what? 2. 2. I'm going to carry as it is. Unit matrix I'll print. Dim I will print. And then shape I will print. Simply what is coming? 1.0.1.0. The D type by default taken. Load. I can change it as which type? Int type. Come on, how do you change it? Come on. Easy. Easy. Come on, I will write it as what? D type is equal to what here, int. So there I will be getting it. What is that? 1, 0, 0, 1. Principal diagonal, main diagonal is called what? 1 only now? 1. So don't think that some of the people trying to say 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 2. They're saying some of the people principal diagonal elements are same. What same? Their product must be 1 only. Is the product is 1 now? Product is different now. So this is not a unit matrix. This is not a unit matrix. And this is not a unit matrix even. This is not a unit matrix even. Keep in mind, this is also not a unit matrix because the principal diagonal elements product is what? 0. Here the product is what? 0. This is not a principal unit matrix. This is not an unit matrix. Unit matrix will be principal diagonal elements are always, product is always 1. That is the principal diagonal unit elements unit matrix. And this is a 2 by 2. Now I want to create one more 3 by 3 matrix I want to create. 3 by 3 matrix. So 3 by 3. I'm writing 3. What is the value of that 3? N value. What is that n value is nothing but number of rows as well as number of columns. Both of them are same. So it is going to give you what? 3 by 3 matrix is going to come. Dim is 2. Shape is called what? 3 rows and 3 columns. Like that, you can build any big matrix also. I'm going to build a 6 by 6 identity matrix. 6 by, sorry, I will take it as what, mom? 6. 6 I will mention it. You observe it, 6 by 6. This part you observe it. All the principal diagonal elements are called what? Ones. Their product is called what? 1. Will if you think without identity function, if you want to write it, it's very complicated for you. Are you getting me? Very complicated. You have to write what? List in list like this. If you go through it now, if we go through it like this, identity is okay. If we go through like this by array function, it's very complicated. Up to 2 by 2, 2, 3 by 3, okay. 4 onwards, it is going to be complicated. That's why I'll go for which function now? Identity function. Is it clear? Right. Now I'm going to take up one more thing called what? I want to go for 10 by 10 identity matrix. I want 10 by 10 identity matrix I want. So it is going to be like this. 10 by 10 identity matrix. All the principal diagonal elements are, come on, ones only. Their product is also called what? 1. How do you find the product? మీరు ఎలా ప్రింట్ చేస్తారు? ఇంటర్వ్యూ will ask you, please show me the product of this principal diagonal entered. What is your answer? How do you find the product? First of all, Madhubabulo, for value, for value, for value in. Come on. How do you print it? First of all, I want to go for it. For index, in where? For index, I want to get this type of index. How do I go for this now? What is an index of this? Okay. So you're out of order. Look at. మీరు చదువుకోరు first. That is the main problem. 3 and then 3. 3 by 3 identity matrix. This is the 3 I am going to take it. So first of all, this is my data. This is the data. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. And I already said to you, if you go to the concept of it, where I said this type of thing in the classroom, if you go to my concept of it, data types, if you take it, data types in Python, if you take it, list data type, if you take it, other one I will take it, just 1 minute. Inner list diagram I used to show to you. Inner list diagram I used to show to you. Under the data types, under the list category, diagrammatic representation of inner list. Diagrammatic representation of inner list. If I take it, even that matrix, which matrix? That matrix called what? 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. If you remember it, I was already mentioned in the classroom. This is my list. Inner list values are, this is called one list. 0, 1, 0, 0. It is called one list. 0, 1, 0. This is called one more thing. And 0, 0, 1 is called one more. This is 0th row and this is like this. And internally this is having what here? 0, 1, 2. This is also having 0, 1, 2. This is also having 0, 1, 2. You know, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This was already explained to you in the classroom. And the above one is the proof for it. This is a minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So if you go to this place, this is a 0th row, first row, second row. This is a 0th column, first column, second column. What is the value we are taking here? This value we are taking it. This value we are taking it. So how do you take this value? 0, 0, 0, 0, this is called. And next is called what? 1, comma 1. Next is called what? 2, comma 2. Like this you need to take it. So these values, it's just like a general knowledge question, that is. So if we come to this place, how do you print it? A of 0, comma 0. What is the answer is coming? 1. Inka. One more thing. A of what? 1, comma 1. A of 1, comma 1. Star. A of what? 2, comma 2. 2, comma 2. What is the product? Come on. One only. One only. Simple, that is. Now, if I am going to take it for I in range of ln of what? A. ln of A. There I am going to write it what value? I value I am writing. What are the values are coming? 0, 1, 2. What is that 0, 1, 2? Just now diagram is written. Just now diagram is written. 1, 0, 0. That is the 0th value. 0, 1, 0. That is the first value. 0, 0, 1 is called what? Second value. And I already said to you this is called inner list, right or not? What is the 0? 0th place, what is printed? This entire value. 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. This is the value printed. This 2, this is the value printed. If you know the subject, you can understand. A of what? I. A of I. For more clarity purpose, I am showing. What is the 0th value? 1, 0, 0. What is the first one? 0, 1, 0. What is the second one? 0, 0, 2. Are you okay? So that type of product I want. What is the product I want? In this place, I'm writing print of. What is this now? What is the value is going to come? This is going to give you as what? A of 0, A of what? I am writing. Of comma I am writing. Like this I am writing. What is the answer is coming? 111 is coming. What is that 111? Come on, first time. 0. A of 00. A of 11. A of 22. What is the answer? 111 is coming. Are you following me? If you want one thing, P is equal to 0. P is equal to 0. P is equal to what? P into A of II. And finally, I will write it. I will write it. Product of principal diagonal elements. Principal diagonal elements. Principal diagonal elements or main diagonal. Principal diagonal elements. Diagonal elements is equal to comma what? P. I'll write it. What is the, where is that? Yes. That part I will remove is equal to 1. I will write it. Product, now I'm doing product. So it is going to be called 1. Are you okay? So this is the simplest code for you to prove that principal diagonal element product is called 1. And how this A of II? I printed the values one by one and I shown and finally I wrote it. If you don't have the knowledge, we are helpless. Are you following me now? Right. Online students, is it clear, students? I hope if you are in touch with the subject regularly with the loops and all, you will be getting it. Is it clear, students? Even if we go for this one also, principal diagonal elements, if you take 10 by 10 matrix also, if you look at 10 by 10 is coming, whose product if you want to find out, it is also going to be like this. It is also going to be like this. If you are interested to print that values, print of A of II, print of AI, keep it comment here. It is going to print how many 10s are printed? 10 ones are printed. 10 times if you do the product, what is the product value? Okay, Mirosla. P is equal to what? P star A of I, comma what? I. A of I. It is going to be the product is called 1 only. Principal diagonal elements product is called 1 only. And this type of example, beginning days only, printing the product of n natural numbers. Something like that, I am going to print it. So I hope that it is going to be more easy for you, I think so. Online students, is it clear for all of you? Is this example is clear for all of you? Identity function. Now I will move to the further. What function it is? Identity function. What is the use of identity function? Which will generate unit matrix or identity matrix where main diagonal elements, all of them are ones, which is going to be called as identity matrix. Any matrix multiplied with any identity matrix, which is going to be called what? Unit matrix is multiplied with any of the matrix, which is going to be called what? Same matrix only will come. In other words, if you go to the normal calculation, any number added with 0, same number is coming. Any number is multiplied with 1, n is coming. This is called a normal number, single number calculation. Any matrix, any 2D elements multiplied with what? Unit matrix, you will get what? Same matrix. Any matrix added with 0 matrix, you will get what? Same matrix. If you don't know, I will show you this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a matrix. A matrix this is. And a unit matrix, I will take it. What is the unit matrix? 1, 0, 0, 1. This is the one. Please have a multiplication to see the answer. Every row is multiplied with every columns. And 1 into 1. And you know the matrix multiplication in your 10th class. If you don't know 10th class, we are helpless. And 2 into what? 0. This is called 1. 2 into 0. 2 into 0. Next, 1 into what? 0. 1 into 0 plus what? 2 into what? 1. 2 into 1, this one, this one. Next over, next 3, 4. This row with all the columns. 3 into 1, 3 into 1 and 4 into 0. Next is called this one with this row. 3 into 0 plus 4 into 1. 4 into 1. What is the answer now? Which is going to be 1 into 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 into 0 plus 2 into 1 is called 2. 3 into 1 plus 4 into 0 is called 3. 3 into 0 plus 4 into 1 is called 4. The same answer. Any matrix is multiplied with unit matrix, matrix remains same. This is the simplest fundamental part in the 10th class and 9th class level. You must know about it. Right? This is a fundamental property of what? Unit matrix. So go to the place, sir, where you can show that product of the numbers. I'll explain in the further sessions. There is a concept of what is coming. Matrix operations will come. There I will explain it. So this is about which function? Identity function. What is the use of identity function? It will build which matrix? Unit matrix. Unit matrix is a square matrix or rectangle matrix? Square matrix. Square matrix contains same rows, same columns. So it is called shape is same. Dimension is always 2. Dimension is always 2. Are you following? Right. Now, somebody will ask you, okay, sir, you are having unit matrix. It is good. Now I am writing something like this. Student, now I am asking, this is my, so 3 by 3 matrix. I want to take it. Okay. Now you are taking 3 by 3 matrix. Nice. Now I want to go for converting into one dimensional. Is it possible or not possible? Is it possible or not possible? This is called a dimension is what? 2. I want to convert into what? One dimensional. Is it possible or not? I was already converted what? 1D into 2D, 2D into 3D, 3D into 4D also I already converted. Today I am asking converting this 2D into what? 1D. Will you do it? How? Come on. I want to go for good. Uma, very good, ma. Very good. Very good student. Now I need to write it. Already said to you, one dimensional, two dimensional, if you look at, I already mentioned it. Any one dimensional is coming. The shape is coming always in the form of what? Number of elements. Number of elements. Comma. Comma. That's all. It is closing. Even I said in the class, it is represented in the form of what? Tuple. So here I am writing convert 2D 2D into what? 1D 1D. A dot shape is equal to what is the total number of elements? 9. 9 comma I will write it. You know how to do it. Print that dimension shape you see, print that, and content also I will print it. Content also unit matrix in 1D. Unit matrix in 1D. Unit matrix in 1D. 1D. So see that it is going to be called what? 100, 010, 001. It is called 1D. It is called side dim is 1 and 9 comma. Have you seen this type of example in my class or not? Already done. Already done. But only thing is you are not reading that. After coming to the class, you are just watching the screens, YouTubes and all those things, but not opening the book. I am observing from there, both boys and girls. Only few girls are reading, but other people are not doing that. And if you go to any interview along with Python, compulsory questions from the numpy, which is from my notes only. And try to read after sitting in the class. Are you following me? Right. This is called what? Which matrix? Identity matrix. Okay. So now my requirement is like this. Actually, I can say identity matrix is over. I can say, okay, it is over. But why I am specially writing this I? Spell out that. So what is this I matrix says like this? Watch it. Actually, this is called the unit matrix. 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 and 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1. This is called what? 4 by 4 unit matrix. So all 0 0 1 1 2 2 3 3 are going to contain elements as 1 1 1. This is called 0th row, 0th column. 0th row, first row, first column, second row, second column, third row and third column. This positions you see, this kind of intersection elements you see, these are called what? 1 1 2 2 and then what? 3 3 3 3, right? This is called, who is building like that? Who is building that? Identity function. But my requirement today is, in this matrix, I need not to follow about this principal diagonal elements only like that. My requirement is, I want to prepare in this portion, one unit matrix I want to build. Wherever I like it, I want to build the unit matrix. And a unit matrix I want to build in the matrix wherever I want. Like this, I want to build it. In this place, I want to build it. In that place, if I want to build it, what should I do? What should I do? 0. Come on. 1. And what is this? 0 0. You observe it. What is this now? 0 0 0 1. This is 1. And what? 0. And what is this now? 0 0 1. And rest of them are called what? Zeros. All these things are zeros. Here I am preparing the unit matrix. To prepare the unit matrix like this, identity function is not useful. Identity is not possible to use it. To print an identity matrix in the flexible manner, I will go for which function? I function I need to take it. Very, very danger. Actually, if I want, I can skip off. Even you don't know that. When you go to an interview, compulsory they will ask you, what is I function entered? What is lin space entered? You take any data science students who is learning data science, ask these questions out of order. You would out of order, eh? Tomorrow, if you come, you are out of order. But today, at least you will remember the name. Reading is important. To prepare an identity matrix wherever I like it, I must go for what? I function now. What I function is going to contain. Now I'm going to say, what is the difference between identity and I function? Identity function always square matrix. And it prepares an identity matrix as what? 0 0 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5. N place only once will be there. Understand? But I function is not necessary to be a square matrix. I function is also used to prepare an identity matrix, but wherever I want in the matrix, I can prepare identity matrix. And I function will prepare an ND array, not only with a square matrix, it can prepare rectangle matrix also it can prepare. Example, I will go for something like this. Look at, suppose I'm going to take it 3, 4 until now. 3, 4. What is the meaning of 3, 4? Come on. 3 rows. Okay. 3 rows means what? Ila. Row, row, row. What is the next? Column, another column, another column like this. I want to prepare what? Square unit matrix I want to prepare. How do you prepare? 0, sorry, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Come on, 0, 0, 0. Come on, 0, 0, 1, 0. These values are filled with what? Zeros. This is called unit matrix or not? Yes. Now, I'm going to take up one more. 4, 3 I'm writing. What is the 4, 3? What is the 4, 3? 4 rows, 4 rows, Come on. 3 columns. Be careful. 3 columns. I'm going to write it. 3 columns. Carefully try to follow. Carefully try to follow. 1 minute, students. Okay, students who are in online, tomorrow link is going to change. Tomorrow link is going to change. If any people who are newly attending, still who are waiting for tomorrow like that, and the admin already announced it. I am also announcing from my side. Tomorrow link is going to change, and those who are already paid for the Python, they can continue. Those who are newly attending for NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, you have to pay and you have to attend. Tomorrow link is going to change. Take care about your requirement. Complete the formalities. Come to the 4,3. What is this 4,3 says? 4 rows. Right. Tell me how the unit matrix will be prepared. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. And rest of the values are filled with what? Zeros will be filled. Are able to follow now? This is called what? Who will prepare this one? I function can prepare. And this is not the case with what? Identity. And identity place where you are passing only n value. Here you are passing what? N value you are passing. M value you are passing. N value you are passing and M value you are passing. And identity start preparing from where? Principal diagonal only. This principal diagonal is prepared with what? Identified by the element called what? K. K. So n comma m comma k. N comma m comma k. What the value of k will be? 0. Principal diagonal always indicated as what element? This corner elements are indicated by what location? 0th location. K value is 0. And the below this k is known as what? -1, -2, -3. This is going to be identified as what? 0. This is a 0. And this is called what? 1. Below this principal diagonal are indicated by -1, -2, -3. This is indicated as what? 0, 1, 2 will be indicated. Next, మీకు అర్థం అవ్వదులే తొందరగా కానీ so many examples I'll give you. N comma, I am writing here comma what? 6 comma 4 comma like this I said. What is the meaning of 6 comma? 6 rows. What are the 6 rows means like this? 6 rows means like this. This is the one I'll try to take up. Like this, I'm trying to take up like this. And next is called what? 4 rows. 4 rows. Come on, unit matrix. How the unit matrix will be prepared? Come on. 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Next, here. Okay, this anyhow I will fill it up. With what is the value filled there? 0. Next, 0, 1, 0. Come on, 0. Next, 0, 0, 1. Come on, 0. And the rest of them are filled with what only, students? Zeros. Filled with zeros only. Are you able to follow now? Right. How many is zeros now? Where is the unit matrix prepared? In this place only. Are you following me? And this corner elements you see, this is indicated as what? K. Now I'm going to write it. Carefully try to understand. Actually, this complex function I can eliminate, but compulsory question this is. This is indicated with what? K is equal to 0. K is equal to 0. Below to that elements are called -1, -2, -3, -4, and then what? -5. What about this is called 1, 2, 3. Sir, this is called what, ma? N is equal to, this is M is equal to, now K is by default what? 0. Suppose if K is called what? -1. -1 is made as what? Principal diagonal element. That time how it is prepared, sir? That time how it is prepared in the same case. If you follow me, I'm going to take it. What is my K value by default? 0. That's why it is starting the principal diagonal from where onwards? 0 onwards, right or not? Today, it is not going to be. So what is the principal diagonal? K, I am moving to which side? -1. -1 means which one is considered? This will be considered as which elements? Principal diagonal elements. This will be made as what? Come on. So I will write it here. Some green I will take it. 1. Next is called what? 0. 0. Next 0. This is called 1. 0. Next 0. 0. 1. 1. Rest of them are going to contain what? Zeros only. All of them are containing zeros only. This is going to be called what? Unit matrix. Unit matrix. I hope you are following. So unit matrix like that k is equal to 1 minus 1 I said. I can write k is equal to -2. K is equal to -2 means it is shifting to this place or not. Here it is prepared. K is equal to -3. It is prepared into the below. K is equal to 1. It is coming to the upper principal diagonal. Wherever I want to prepare the I function unit matrix, I can prepare it. That values can be syntax of I function is variable name is equal to numpy dot what is the function name? I n comma m is equal to n comma m is equal to what? None. None means by default it won't take anything. By default it won't take anything. Next is called what? K is equal to what? 0. And next I will write it D type is equal to what now? D type it will be taken. Other things you need not to worry about it. Let us move to the further. Down just a small example. A is equal to np dot I of 3. Like an identity function. Simply I will print as what? A. It is going to work like what function? Come on. Identity function, comma, what I will write it, D type is equal to what? Int. D type is equal to int. What is that happening? Like this. Now I am writing here. Be careful, mom. K is equal to what here? -1 antanu ikkada. K is equal to -1. K is equal to -1 means from where it is going to be? In this place, what is prepared? Identity function. Anyhow, it is not going to complete today. It takes even tomorrow also. K is equal to -1. K is equal to -1. Are you seeing the unit matrix here? Are you seeing that? K is equal to 1 you say, it is printing above principal diagonal element. Are you seeing the unit matrix here? K is equal to 0 you say, where it is preparing? It is preparing like a normal only. Are you okay? You may have a doubt. Sir, it is going to be 0, -1, -2. This is called 1 and 2. If K is equal to 3, completely elements becomes what? 0 only. Now I am writing. Now I am writing 6 comma 3. What is the 6? What is the 3? That is nothing but here we are having n value compulsory to mention, m value optional to mention. If at all you are interested to mention that also, you can go for it. 6 rows and 3. First 6 rows only will contain that. Rest of them are filled with what? 0. So this part, even in tomorrow class, I will show you because it's not uh, recommended to explain quickly like this. This syntax, I will go for it. I'll be showing the continuation part. Read and come so that you can understand perfectly. So today, I hope identity and the lin space is explained and flexibility to the identity function is called I function. Tomorrow class, I'll go for it. And H stack and V stack, I will go. And a random module also I'm going to introduce, which is a part of what module? NumPy. Don't miss the classes, which is very, very important. Online students, now you can carry on. And Nagendra. Sir, whenever I double click on Jupyter Notebook, it opens in VS Code. How to set it? So what you are double click? Do you have VS Code software in your system? Do you have VS Code software in your system? Try to click on that and say right click and choose the app and say Jupyter Notebook. Do one thing, select that file, say right click and choose the app name and say Jupyter Notebook. It will be opening it. It will be opening it. Even in VS Code also you can use NumPy library you install and you can start working on it. You can start working on it. Select that file name and say open it into choose the app name that is called Jupyter Notebook. That will be opened perfectly. Okay now. So, and I need not to double click on my examples. I'm going to give you HTML examples here. HTML related documentation I'm giving. If you look at, if you double click on it, it is going to show directly HTML document only I'm saying. Choose in the browser. Choose the browser, students. Right. Take care and don't miss tomorrow class. Very important. Carry on. Online students, if you want any doubts are there, you hold on. I'll clarify your doubts. Online students, any doubts are there? M. Harish. Student name is Harish.
Recently, I
Harish, tell
was
me.
they asked why comprehension is not available. I told public
Your voice is not
immutable.
clear.
That's why
Your voice is
public
not clear.
comprehension is not available. Sir, sir, it was not audible. Sir.
Your voice is not clear for me.
Yes, sir. So my question is, recently I attended an interview.
Mm.
So they asked me why tuple comprehension is not available. I told tuple is immutable. That's why it is tuple comprehension is not available.
Uh,
So like that I told. Sir.
correct only. That is perfect.
So,
Perfect.
yeah. So yes,
By,
yes,
by
sir.
default,
In our
comprehension,
notes,
comprehension, it is comprehension says what? Elements are adding to the left side variable, which is not possible to add to the
yes, sir.
left side variable in the case of tuple because tuple is a immutable object. Not possible to do it. It's correct
Yes,
only.
yes,
Correct
sir.
only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right.
Anything
Yes,
else?
sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Right, student. Anything else, students? Syed Hafsa. Sir, is there any other new batches starting for NumPy? No, this is only the batch which is going to be a NumPy we'll be discussing here. This is only the batch. Again, it will take long time to start the NumPy batch. All of you must attend this class only. 9 to 11 you have to attend the classes. You should attend these classes only. So don't wait for the next batch. It will start something like that. You have to attend this batch only. Don't wait for anything else. Tomorrow link is going to change. And if any new students are there, today the last day, last class, tomorrow onwards, new link it is going to be. And all of you try to complete your formalities by contacting to the admin. Okay, fine. So take care, students. Any more doubts, students? Swapnil, Jay Kumar. So already explained space. Already explained with the various examples in the class. Very thoroughly explained. That is a big explanation I gave you. You must follow this carefully. See, space I was explained 45 minutes explained. So you must careful enough in understanding those things. See, when you join late, again the same class will not be explained for you. Keep in mind that cannot be. That is explained for 45 minutes. When you join late to the class, we will not repeat the same thing once again as it is to the student. After understanding, if any doubts are there, a spontaneous doubt I can explain. Explaining completely again is not possible because I have the next classes. That's the main thing. So Ali Khan, sir, can I get yesterday's classroom class YouTube link? Already it is there. Admin has posted the link. Admin has posted the link for you. The links are already available in the chat window. You go through that. Again, I am posting to you. You try to refer it and try to get it. Ali Khan. So the yesterday's link is also there. Try to get it. So any more doubts? Any more doubts you have? Linspace examples are here. So many examples are here. All the Linspace examples are here. Joining late to the class is always problem. You have to join on time to the class and you have to learn it. This is a topic already there. I will upload it. You try to download and then get it. Okay. Fine. Okay, students, no more hand raising symbols are there. I have the next class is there. Students are waiting. I will log out and I will keep this example in the Google Drive class. Tomorrow link is going to change completely. Thank you. All the best.